In this video, we're going to show you the Optrix chest mount. Now, our chest mount looks pretty different from a lot of the other chest mounts on the market, and that's because the iPhone shoots video differently, and we can explain that in a moment. First, let's start with making the chest mount fit either your XD4 for iPhone 4 or your XD5 for iPhone 5. The XD4 has a little bit wider mounting base, so right out of the box, you're ready to go with your XD4. All you're going to want to do is make sure you transfer your quick release lever over to this unit, tighten that down, and you're ready to start shooting. Now remember, you always want to use your safety leash when you use Optrix, because should anything ever come loose, you want to make sure your phone is with you. There are a number of leash locations. You got 3 holes under here on the bottom and also a hole up here on the top if you can see it. So I like to take the shorter end of this safety leash, loop that through, tighten it back on yourself, and then you can put the long leash on your case. Now, if you have an XD5, what you're going to do is in your chest mount, it actually comes with a small baggie that has this little knurled disc. This little knurled disc is going to fit right in here. You see one side of this has a round opening and 3 little slots, and the knurled disc has 3 slots on the back side of it. What you do is you just put that in place, press it down flat, and it should stay there and remain captive. Now what you're going to want to do is take your upright from your XD5, your bolt, and your thumb nut from your XD5. You're going to make sure that knurled end lines up with the knurled end on this. You're simply going to stick it in place. You're going to insert the bolt on the square side and make sure that that square head on that bolt actually sits all the way flush. So you're going to stick this down in there. Sometimes you have to work it back and forth a little bit to make sure that bolt sits flush, but there should be no space between the bracket and the bolt. Now you simply put your thumb nut on the back side. Leave it a little bit loose if you want to adjust this. And you're ready to start shooting. Now all you do with your XD5, you slide it in place. You want to make sure, I'm using this little eyelet here, which is better done off the product. You want to make sure you get that threaded through. Loop it back on itself again. That's your safety leash. Now when you put this on, you can just reach up here, snap the long end to the short end, and you're going to make sure that you have your iPhone leashed at all times. Now, the reason we put this large extension here on this unit is because when you're mountain biking and your chest is actually aimed downhill, it's going to allow you to rotate this unit so that your chest can be aimed downhill and the unit's still going to videotape out the front. The same can be said if you're skiing. You're going to be much more upright, and sometimes you may even need the unit to aim slightly downhill. So that's why I've got this extension. It's a pretty neat piece of gear, and it's going to allow you to make sure you get the best shot.